Have you heard this amazing story? Who can explain these true and actual events? Follow one person's journey in a mysterious realm. Join in this enigmatic search for truth that challenges science, spirituality, and faith. And so the journey begins on one seemingly ordinary day. A woman began reading the ancient poem, Song of Songs. She paused and meditated on a particular verse, wondering its meaning.
O my dove, in the clefts of the rock, in the secret places of the cliff, let me see your face, let me hear your voice.
And then an extraordinary mystery begins. Suddenly, she awakens to a place unknown, as if transported there. Somehow she is no longer in the small chapel, but is struggling to ascend a treacherous path along rugged mountain terrain. Exhausted, her strength waning, out of nowhere there appears a large hand looming from above. Desperately wanting help, she grasps onto it. And with a jolt, she's lifted onto a mountain plateau, left dazed and wondering what had just happened. What came into vision next was even more unbelievable. There was the form of a very tall figure. It appeared to be a man, calm and gentle, but dressed in a long white garment from another time and place. He motioned to follow as he walked across the mountain path. Who was this? A guardian angel? A divine messenger from the heavens, or perhaps someone else? Curious and uncertain about who this might be, she decided there was nothing to fear. After all, he just saved her life. With still another surprising turn of events, he leads her near the cliff's edge to see a most amazing sight. Together they gazed upon a beautiful city on a hill, ancient for certain. Across a wide, deep ravine, there was tier upon tier of white stone. To the far left were structures in the cliffside, maybe dwellings from long ago. And lower, toward the center of view, there appeared a brilliant, solid gold dome glazing in the sun. She sensed he held this place close to his heart, with a deep and longing love. With arms outstretched to the edge of the cliff, he declared, "This is my city." His words echoed in her heart. Wait, she thought. Ancient city on a hill, beautiful solid gold dome. And he declares this is his city. Doesn't the Bible say Jerusalem is the city chosen by God? Shocked by his words, she felt something separating them. For a moment she took her eyes away, feeling a presence bearing down. The sky turned eerily dark. To her right, up on a hill, was a much different scene, one of immeasurable suffering. 3 towering crosses, jet black against the grey sky. How could she be a witness to all this? In an ancient city he claimed to be his. With hope in her heart that he had not left, she turned back toward him, relieved to see he was still there, with loving gaze upon his city. Feeling an overpowering force from above, her eyes returned to the tragic dark scene up on that hill. And then, in a moment's blink, her journey abruptly ended. And there she was, back in the chapel, where it all started. Her heart racing in a whirlwind of exhilaration and confusion. A flurry of questions swirled in her brain. She thought, how could I have traveled to this foreign place and time? And where exactly was it? The mysterious stranger did say, "This is my city." And then the crosses appeared. But how? It couldn't be. Or could it? After leaving the chapel, days into months were spent trying to piece it all together, looking for clues to confirm she wasn't crazy after all. Was this really a glimpse into a different reality? Upon finding certain actual connections to ancient maps and biblical writings, she was awestruck. But why me, she wondered, and what was she to do with this information? Not a biblical scholar, not a religious leader, not even a church member, only someone seeking the truth and answers to an inexplicable experience. After discovering key information about the sites, she was certain this place was nothing seen before, or could have even been imagined. Yes, the land she visited had to be of ancient times. Its geography and characteristics matched to a mountaintop in only one place. It was ancient Israel, east of Jerusalem and the Mount of Olives. The site, the events witnessed, his love of that city, was all the evidence leading to one incredulous conclusion: the mysterious savior on that cliff could be none other than the Jewish Jesus. It is written in the book of Amos, a prophet of ancient times. From Jerusalem, he utters his voice. During her search for answers, another verse, also from the Song of Songs, repeatedly played in her mind.
Do not stir up nor awaken love until it pleases.
This verse reminded her that every flower blooms in its own season, and from that she knew the message and truth of her unforgettable divine experience would be fully revealed in its own perfect time. No matter the circumstances or difficulties she may face, he is ever present, and as always, listening for the sound of the dove's call. At the ending of the Song of Songs, we hear a lasting request. You who dwell in the gardens, the companions listen for your voice. Let me hear it. To this end, she continues on, holding in her heart the memories of this unprecedented day, filled with immense gratitude and love for the kind and gentle stranger who saved her, the very one who saves all who call to him. He is, and always will be, Jesus, the Holy One of Israel,